We are one row short. We are maybe more than one row short today. We may be several rows short. We may be a bucket of rows short, but we're here. I am Jean,
I'm Kathy.
I'm Val.
and this is Voldemort.
If that's an indicator of our mental state, yeah, let that, there it is.
Okay, so
Do we
why
need
don't we?
to start with a woosah
Yes, yes, breathing. I need to remember my breathing.
We'll all be meditating afterwards.
or napping?
Ugh, a little bit of both.
We're lying on the ground,
Napping.
kicking and screaming and flat and flailing
That was
our
half an
feet.
hour ago.
Oh, yeah, I had to walk away.
Oh, so Kitty doesn't understand that when mommy is picking up to rip out a bunch of stitches, that Kitty should not be sitting on the table in front of mommy.
Oh,
Yes,
Although, you
but
know,
she's a
Kitty
sweetie.
loves mommy. Oh,
yeah,
she's so
yeah.
sweet.
It's been a struggle this morning with the two of them. What are you doing? Nothing that I want you anywhere near.
hmm Yes, my puppy is locked up at the moment because she immediately came in the room and was like, "Ooh, knitting to eat." And I was like, "Yeah, you're going to go into your crate while we record."
I'm trying to teach Hopper a new word. I'm trying to teach him timeout.
Good luck.
I think he knows what it means. It means crouch down so mommy can't pick me up.
Yep, exactly.
Uh, anyway, why don't we start with what we're wearing? Val, you're not wearing any knitting. That's
Too angry.
Indication of how
Too
the day is
angry.
going.
I couldn't. It's sitting over there. And I was like, no, not doing it.
Not feeling it.
Not feeling it today. Too angry.
Kathy. What gorgeous, lovely, wonderful thing are you wearing that I'm very jealous of?
Well, thank you. This is one of my favorite sweaters, and it is by Caitlin Hunter. And I don't know how to say it. It's like Koivua, Koivua. It's like Koivua. Um, and what's so nice about this is I'm trying to remember if it was Caitlin Hunter that helped me pick out the colors or the Ritual Dyes lady. I want to say it was the Ritual Dyes yarn lady. Anyways, we were at the now no longer Yarn Fest in San Jose, knitting.
Santa Clara,
Sin-
Stitches West. Stitches
We
West.
so
Mm.
miss it, miss Stitches West. So Jean,
Yeah.
I went out to visit Jean. We went to Stitches West, and it was just so fun if you had ever gone. And it was before Spincycle was super big. Like they were just starting to catch on. So Spincycle was there and Ritual Dyes was there. And Caitlin Hunter had just come out with the sweater, which I think kind of is the one that maybe helped launch Spincycle to the next level, anyways. So I knew I wanted to make it out of this blue Spincycle, but I didn't know which color to match it with. And so I went over to the Ritual Dyes with my Spincycle, and they helped me pick the color because otherwise I would have picked neutral tones, but there's gray neutral tones, there's beige neutral tones, and on my own I think I would have picked a gray, and I think this is more of a beige, and I get more compliments on the sweater. It came out, I'll stand up, it came out a little funky because of my knitting, but just so you can get the full
It's
Gorgeous.
very
effect.
pretty. It's
Highly
very pretty.
recommend it.
Yeah.
Highly recommend it. The yarn
Gray
is
neutral
gorgeous.
tones and beige neutral tones are going to be a bit of a theme for this conversation today.
Well, I'm happy to launch into
It will be a
that.
theme.
Right? And if you don't mind, Jean, while you tell us oh no, never mind. Go
What?
ahead. I was gonna say I need to go finish making my tea. I'm dying for it.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
but while you're talking about yours, I just want to say that my backup thing
Ah,
was going to be this, and I see that you're wearing the same thing.
Is that the one Val made? Or did
No,
you
I
make
made
that?
this one.
mm-mm.
No,
No,
Val made it.
so the one that I made, my version of this, I gifted to mom because
Yeah,
it's really very heavy and I was never
yeah,
wearing it anyway, and she loves it.
yeah.
So that's the cable trellis Hiberknitalong.
Yes, so I
Yeah.
actually did totally forgot. I have completed a Hiberknitalong. Da-da-da-da. Yay, me!
Yeah, and so this is my version of it. Again, the Spincycle yarn. I wanted this colorway because it looks like a sun at the back at the top. Um, a little bit of sunshine. So
I
yeah.
could post a photo of mine. Mine was the line parts are like a dark brown, and then it goes like a sunset of colors in between, pink and orange and yellow, and it's really lovely. That's pretty.
I think you sent that to me. I think
I
that
think I
was a
did.
birthday present.
It was birthday or Christmas like a year ago, 2 years ago. I don't know.
But this one, this shawl, it doesn't wear for me. It does not wear as a swoopy shawl the way I normally put on a shawl, but it works really well as a little cape with a pin on it. I think it works really well. So
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah,
yeah. And I
glorious.
don't know how well it's coming across, but it is quite a bright orange. Um,
I think it's probably brighter than it really is, but it is bright.
this
Yeah.
is was it Tricycle? It is the Stephen West, the
Yep.
Stephen West. Well, oh, okay, Val. Okay.
So, okay, fine, FOMO.
Oh,
Um,
love it.
yeah, so this was 3 years ago. Which one is this, Jean?
Shawlography. So
Shawlography. Yes.
21, I think 21.
Yeah. Yeah. So I love this shawl. I get tons of compliments on it.
Yeah.
Wore this to my conference this week and got
Yeah.
tons of compliments on it. But this one was cool. And I feel like I actually wore this on this podcast already. But this white was actually from Cindy's sheep. And
So
that's,
cool.
to me, what makes this even more special.
That's so cool. And I can't wait to gift you guys all yarn so you can make something with my sheep wool.
Yes, Kathy, that's what I was just going to say. I can't wait till we do something with your sheep's wool. It's
I,
going to be,
I'm ecstatic. Yes, it'll be
And
interesting.
I have another spinner who would is very excited to also purchase some of your fleece. So
Which I'm also very excited about.
she is too. She's like, let me know. I'm like, okay, it'll be fine.
Absolutely.
so do we want to get into our progress with the shawl? And maybe Kathy, I don't know where you're at, if you want to go first. And then Val, maybe you will go so that you can have some therapeutic relief from talking about it. And then I'm
I
going to pitch
I
in.
have a feeling like the main theme of today is like frustration
Voldemort.
station.
Yes, I think so
Like
too. So
I think for all of us,
it's a
randomly,
therapy.
this is our therapy session. Welcome. Come on in.
Hold a cat if you've got one.
I have four, but they're not in the room with me at the moment. I have cats to spare. All right.
I have Rowan's
So,
emotional support toy.
oh, I wish I
It's
had
Bobo.
Bobo. I love Bobo. Okay. Oh my goodness. So I had told Jean maybe earlier in the week, I was like, I'm done clue two. I'm done the shawl. I was just like, you know what? It's the holiday season. I'm such a slow knitter. I never finish it, until way past the holidays. And I want to do holiday knitting or holiday crafting, holiday sewing, something holiday themed. And then I was looking on Instagram or Facebook and the Westknits site, Knitting Kittens, or I think it's called maybe. And someone posted their shawl from this year that's in a similar, not identical, but a similar blue colorway. And it's fabulous. I was like, damn it, now I gotta do it. So I did. I started and I was really feeling intimidated by what I saw as the triangles. And just my brain was overwhelmed thinking about how clue three was going to start. And my brain was feeling overwhelmed by it. So I started it and I was like, oh, I actually really like this. And up to an hour ago, so you can see how it's coming along, I've just started. I'm actually, up until an hour ago, really enjoying this. It has a rhythm, it has a pattern, it's a little fiddly, especially at the beginning. But I'm going along and I'm like, this is great. And I had a whole nother row done. And for some reason, all of a sudden, I just tugged a little bit like back here, and it just kind of came apart. So I clearly did something wrong, but then I was afraid to tug at anything. Like it's all gonna come apart. I'm I'm guessing I missed a stitch. I dropped a stitch when I'm doing the pickup, but I pulled in one and it just kept pulling back. And yeah, okay. I thought one of you would be able to tell me what I did wrong. So this is great that we're doing the podcast now because I can put it down
Oh
and think
no.
about other things. But I will get back to it. I am excited to finish it now. I have renewed energy. I'm excited to get this done. Um, but later, if we want to talk about future projects, then I also have things to discuss.
Okay. Whew. More deep breaths. Cute mug.
Cleansing tea. Thank you for
Look at
letting me
that.
know.
Cleansing
Your
tea.
mug matches my shawl and Val's shawl too. It's thematic.
It's thematic.
Okay, Val. I see that there's a large quantity of pink fluff next to you on a yarn winder. What's going on?
The last couple of weeks, I had to take a bit of a pause because I had two major conferences and I got home early Thursday morning and slept for half the day. My plan on Thursday was to go to my local yarn shop and pick up some mohair lace weight yarn for the backside of my brioche sections for Clue 4. But my little yarn shop was closed on Thursday. So instead, I started a whole new project because that's what we do, right? Little gifty scarf Christmas present thing. Went to the little yarn shop on Friday. They're fabulous. They have anything that you could possibly need, any type of fiber. They have something there for you. And I went to find mohair to be the back portions of my brioche. Very happy with my color selections. You know, this will be a brioche option. Oh no, this is a brioche option. I don't know. We'll see what ends up happening. But I loved this cottony pink. In prep for our podcast today, I thought, oh, I'm going to cake it up and it's going to be great. It's going to be so much fun. I had to walk away. It is felted in some places. So I am having to pull it apart a little bit at a time to cake. Do you see what's happening there? So this has been a borderline nightmare. 4 years ago, I'd have been in tears. And this was not inexpensive, to be clear. So this is not mohair. This is an alpaca silk blend. So I think the problem, and I will not be naming the dyer or anything like that because I do not want anybody to think I'm trashing anybody about it. The color is gorgeous. The fiber is lovely. But I think because of the type of fiber it is, I don't think I've worked with an alpaca before. I think it is just inherently sticky. And at first, I thought maybe it had gotten wet and had felted, but I don't actually think that that's what's going on here. I genuinely think that this is, it's the long fibers
Yeah.
sticking together. People, please feel free to comment on this. I would not necessarily, Voldemort. Oh yeah, there was some Voldemort happening. I sent the sisters a video warning them of my state of mind before we started recording this. I wouldn't necessarily call this a beginner's fiber. And if you are a beginner knitter and you see it and you love it, because I mean, it feels like heaven, let your yarn shop cake it for you.
Mm.
So I happen to have here some alpaca silk. This is lovely La Bien-Aimée, and I did not have the caking problems with it that you're having, Val. Maybe because it's a natural color. I don't know if some of the dye process may be impacting what's happening with your yarn. But for me, my alpaca silk nightmare isn't related to the yarn. Although I will say it is, because of the fluff, it's a heavier weight than the mohair
Mm.
silk.
It is.
So when I was doing my knitting and incorporating that in, it is a little more dominant and it is definitely heavier weight. So for the brioche, Stephen is recommending, if you want to do mohair silk, to use a double strand. This stands on its own. And
Yes.
so what I did is I said, okay, I'm going to get ahead of Val here. I finished clue 3. So the best laid plans. So I have knit 4 rows, both rows of the brioche with the alpaca silk held on its own. So it's not being held with anything else. And I don't know how well this is going to show up, but in person, what I discovered is that this is much more that gray tone that you were talking about earlier, Kathy. And because the shawl is so warm, the colors are all so warm in here. When I was looking at this, maybe if I hold it up like this, you can see it. You see how cool that is? And
Yeah.
it just doesn't go. So guess who didn't do a lifeline? That would be me. So this morning I went and I found, Maxime is trying to play with my yarn ends. Cut it out, honey. I found another needle in a smaller size, and I spent all of the Formula One race this morning picking up the stitches onto the second needle. And I actually just finished that. Oh, maybe you can see it better from this side. I just finished that prior to the call.
Before you pull it back.
And so what I'm going to do is just, well, I'm just going to rip this out and then carefully, because now I'm going to have some of the issue that you're having, because this is all knit together now. I'm going to have to carefully pull all that out. And I said to myself, my original plan was to do this alpaca silk. So the first brioche in the dark brown, the second brioche in the orange with the fluff, and then the last brioche, the candy corn color with the fluff. And I just decided, I'm not going to be happy with it. Jeff doesn't like the look of the mohair at all. He said it looked like crap. I'm like, honey, that's not what I'm looking for. I appreciate the honesty. But I'm a little wounded right now, and you're kicking me when I'm down. But be honest. Anyway, so I'm sad about missing the amount of work that I've put into this, but I know I'm not going to be happy with this in the end. And rather than, give the shawl the side eye on the shelf because I'm so unhappy with the finished product, I'd rather take the time and do it. The only other concern that I have is I've been weighing my yarn as I go along, and I looked at the weights that Steven said for the end, that he used for the end, and what I have left. And my color B, this orange color, I don't have enough. But I think he used his color B in the Icord bind off, because I'm doing the adding. He gives, I think it's 16 or 17 grams for each color used in each brioche section. And then something like 8 grams for the stripy rows. So originally I was planning to bind off in this color, but I think I may need to bind off in this color, and maybe I'll bind off in that color holding that orange mohair I have. I don't know. But I am going to go back and I am going to pull back and do the brioche without any fluff in it. It'll give me more of an effect like this, which I think is more in line with the shawl that I have. I don't know. I do love the orange mohair in the things, and I'm rambling. But anyway, I am about ready to give this a rip.
Are you ripping it now with us?
We're here for you. We're emotional support. This is why I'm finishing caking this lovely pink while I'm chatting with you guys, because emotional regulation is important.
Oh, Kathy, by the way.
Oh, they're so cute. Yes. So Jean was so sweet and sent me those, and they're actually here. I'm using them just so you can see.
Oh, cute.
So I split 2 kits because I thought it was better to have the mixed kitties, right? For me, that's Maxime and that's Hopper. Well, Hopper is more gray than brown, but anyway.
Yeah.
And you have,
I love it.
Multiple. You have the same kind of situation. Okay.
Yes.
And I know you sent me some of those. I feel like you sent me avocados.
I think actually I did.
I think you sent me the avocados.
I think I did. I did send you some of foxes. Did I send you foxes?
Oh, foxes. Yeah.
You might have bought the avocados for yourself, and I think I
That's
sent you the
possible
box.
too. What does the box say?
Okay.
Okay.
Take a deep breath. Take a deep
All
breath.
right.
Here we
You gonna
go.
show
Here we go.
us ripping? Is it ripping okay? You're not getting caught?
500 stitches.
Oh, that's
of
so
my
painful.
needles. Hopefully
We're
I
here
picked up
for you.
well.
Come on over. I just opened a box of Comfort and Joy tea.
I just
I'll
opened a
make you a
bottle
cup
of
of tea.
wine. You pick which house you want to go to.
There may have been some wine purchases yesterday. Jeff and I may have gone to Piketty. I can't be allowed to go to Piketty. I
Oh
just can't.
no.
I need to
Yes.
send Jeff to do the pickups on his own, because what happens is the wine comes home in boxes, and
Yeah.
but we
Yeah.
did stop by Diana and drop 2 bottles of wine off to her.
Oh, that's nice.
Because speaking of kitties, her kitty had a reaction to the vaccinations that she had, which is
Oh
very rare in
no.
cats.
Yes.
So she's fine. We went to visit. She's fine, but we figured she could use some wine.
Yeah,
Okay.
for real.
Absolutely. All right. While you
All right.
guys are, can I distract you guys from your
Please.
problems?
Yes, please.
So every year, December rolls around and I go, oh, I really want to knit something Christmassy, quite frankly, holiday, whatever. And of course, all the yarn is sold out to make things, red and white or green. And so this year, I don't know what I'm making, but I decided to buy the yarn. So I have ideas of what I'll be making. I just, until I pick it up. So I just ordered it and I'm going to open the bag with you. Let's see, got my bag. And so I can show you.
I recognize that bag.
Yeah, do you? So I got Rowan Norwegian wool in white,
Ooh.
green, and red. It's so fluffy.
Oh,
So
I love it.
why? Well, it could be that someone, Jean, turned me on to Carlos,
Arne and Carlos.
Arne and Carlos, and I did not buy anything for a day or two, Jean, because I was like, all right, I'm not doing their stocking, but I do like their Christmas balls, their Christmas ornaments, their round Christmas ornaments. I'm sorry, I like their Christmas balls. That's what they call them. So,
They're
anyways,
jingle balls, they're holiday balls.
they're round Christmas ornaments. So, one idea, I'm looking at this and I'm wondering
I
if
am
it's the
really
right
editing
way.
what's happening in my head right now. There are so many things that want to come out of my mouth, and you guys know me, and I'm behaving, so you're welcome.
I'm impressed. So, whether I make some Christmas ornaments or whether I do the garlands that are made up of like little sweaters and little stockings, that sort of thing. But they're little projects I know I can finish, unlike the shawls. Um, Anyways, I'm really excited. So this is why I was going to put the shawl on hold, but we'll see how far I get with the shawl. But in December, this is what I'll be knitting with, something festive.
Well,
So I want to share that. Yes.
So now that you've shared that, let me share. First off, this is one of my Stitched by Mrs. D bags.
Wow.
She made this special for me last year. She was making the kitty cat bags with the blue eyes, but this is because my beloved Persian cat Hagrid passed last year, right as she was doing this. And I'm like, can you make one for me with orange eyes? And she's a complete sweetheart, and she did.
Wow.
So I also may have some Rowan wool in here, because I am doing, as things are jumping off needles. That's fine. It's kind of woolly wool, so it's not going to go anywhere too bad, but I'm not going to jiggle this around too much because I need to fix it now. But I started the Christmas stocking from this year.
You did.
And it's a mystery knit along. They release 6 rows a day, and starting in the end of October, going through the end of November. I am way behind, but that's fine. So I figured once I kind of got the shawl stabilized. What?
Not a contest.
Everything's a contest.
Nothing's a contest, but everything is a contest.
Everything's a contest.
Hopper is now up here. We may get, he's on the other side biting the lamp. We may get a Hopper sighting here in a second. Yeah, anyway, so last year they were sold out of the wool when I did the stocking with them. Kathy, you might want to look at last year's stocking. I don't know if that appeals to you, but it was really quite lovely.
Yeah, and that's one of the things I'm thinking of is I will decide I bought enough to do a stocking. So when December rolls around, I'll decide, am I in the mood for a stocking or Christmas ornaments or Christmas garland? And I'm like, I've got options.
Yeah.
And this year's stocking will be done by then. So I can always, if I like it, do this year's stocking.
Well, this year's stocking's 5 colors. So.
Oh, never mind. I'm not doing this year's stocking.
But I think the colors that you have, I can't recall if you needed more than one skein.
I have more than one skein.
So, I mean, of like red or green, if you needed like 2. I don't, or if it was one of each. I don't remember because I couldn't get, for whatever reason, last year the Rowan
No, they were sold out.
It was sold out.
I may have more than one of the colors so that I can do a stocking if I choose.
Well, I can't wait to see
I know
what you
my
end up doing.
LYS has Rowan also.
Yeah.
So if you need me to go look, I can go look.
And it just
chosen. Sorry.
I was just gonna say it just seems so thick after using single fingering weight. Yeah. Go ahead, Beth. Sorry.
No, it's okay. So I have decided that, and now you guys know what you're getting from me, but whatever. So I've decided to do a little Christmas project. I know, whatever. Get excited, girls, because here it comes. I'm using leftover yarn for my Christmas projects this year. You can see
those are great.
They're little Icord Christmas trees, which are brilliant, right?
Yes.
It's from Nuxknitdesign. You can find it on Instagram. She has some other patterns that are like, ha ha ha. I will also be doing some of those. Free pattern. You can get it in English, and I want to say it's Norwegian, but I could be wrong. It could be Finnish. I'm not sure.
Please send me the links of all your things, people, so I can add them in.
Okay.
Of course.
I will send it to you right now because otherwise I'm going to forget.
Well, there is another project on the horizon that got announced, right?
Yes.
Oh, shoot. So I need to go. Do I need to go get what I did?
Yeah, you do.
Yes.
Dang it.
You kind of do.
Okay, go ahead.
So in addition to the fact that none of us are done with the last Stephen West project we've engaged in, there's another Stephen West project on the horizon. It is the Hiberknitalong. So Kathy and I are showing previous year's Hiberknitalongs. Val is the only one of us who's done them all. Yes. Show off that Hiberknitalong. But
crazy.
Stephen has announced the kits, and you can buy his kits online, or you can buy the pattern and make things happen for yourself, like Val. Or you could try and use, as always, he's always open to people playing around with their stash yarn. I think he likes to see what people do with different yarns himself. I think he lives vicariously through some of the people on Ravelry, right? Who are doing different things and interesting things. So, first, the pattern has been revealed. What did you guys think of the pattern release?
Oh, I loved it. And I didn't want to. I wanted maybe to do something else, but then I loved it too much. And I love the scales, scallopy things. I love that.
Yeah, at first the greenish one, it just glows, and loved it. But I was surprised that I actually liked the rainbow one even more. However, I will not be participating in the Hiberknitalong because I do have other things I want to work on. But yes, I'm excited to see what other people do.
I loved it. I'm going to buy the ebook. I have not yet purchased anything, but I will be buying the ebook because I absolutely love the sweater he's wearing as a Christmas sweater.
Yeah.
Yeah, the green and the white, and he's got a multicolored thing going on as well. But I really, really like some of the other patterns in the book. There's a hat with a sort of woven pattern in it. It's
Hmm.
not quite a cable, but it is a cable-like stitch of some kind. And I just thought that looks so fantastic
Yeah.
as a hat. And I guess he's doing a release. Um, like the first pattern release was the in the ebook. The first pattern release that's out is the shawl, I believe, and then the other patterns are going to be released as you go along. Ysolda Teague does something similar and called Knitworthy. Every year she releases 8 patterns. I think starting in September, October, going on, and they're meant to be gift knits. And every year I pick it up, and I may or may not knit anything in any year, but I've knit a bunch of things from them in previous years. I just kind of like the idea of having the fun of having a new pattern in my mailbox every week. But
That is
yeah,
fun.
I was a little bit nervous when I saw the pattern because he released photos of the pattern before he released the stats on what you need, the details, and there are 8 colors
Yeah.
in the shawl he's wearing, and I'm like,
It's a
8.
big shawl.
Well, it's also, not a cheap endeavor, right? We're working with 4 skeins of yarn, 400-gram skeins of yarn here, and that's an investment. And 8 is like,
Yeah, I had the same reaction.
but it turns out they're 500-gram, so they're half. So it's essentially the equivalent of 4 full-size regular
Right.
skeins of yarn. And he's also released kits in his, is it bicycle colorway? Bicycle yarn, which is a merino that is not superwash. And I actually really like having some of the non-superwash. I have one non-superwash shawl, which has that kind of woolly. It's not scruffy, but it has a woolly wool feel to it. And it's more springy and bouncy
Hmm.
and less prone to draping and growing than a superwash is. So I was looking at the kits and I'm like, I'm not going to jump in immediately. I may end up there eventually, but I'm giving it a pause because the cast on for this, even though the pattern's released, you could start knitting it now. The
Yeah.
cast on isn't until December 26th. One other idea that I have is I do have several fingering weight Advent kits from previous years, and I was wondering if maybe this would be. I'm of two minds of it. It might be interesting to try doing it with doing the shawl with an Advent calendar, but the problem is you really want those beautiful scallops to be
Mm.
contrasty and all one color. So anyway, I may hold out for a bit. But Val, are you going to make it a perfect score? Are you going to jump in and continue your streak of doing every Hiberknitalong shawl?
Yes. Sorry. This is so freaking frustrating. I can't even. So, yes. So while I was at the my little yarn shop, I'm wandering around and the ladies are funny. They're like, "Do you need any help?" I'm like, "No, I'm finding everything fine on my own." And they're like, "Okay." And so I wandered over. They have a sale wall, and actually there's 2 skeins that were on that wall that I'm probably calling them tomorrow about. Be like, I think I need that. Should have just bought it when I was there, whatever. So I turned around and they had these half skeins all together and in the perfect order. And I was like, oh my God. So I've demolished some of it. I made a huge mistake here, but whatever. But you can see, so some of them have started popping apart, but you can kind of see the colors and how they'll come together. And they
Oh,
all
that's
just had them in
fabulous.
order. And I was like, expletive, expletive, expletive. I guess I'm doing the hybrid along.
No, wait, don't stop.
No. I hate it. And then I went up and she's like, "You got a gift card." I'm like, "Oh my God, I totally forgot." So it just made it even better. I was like, meant to be.
That's
So yeah,
awesome.
I made the mistake of like rubber banding them together. What was I thinking? I thought I was going to make it easy. It didn't. Don't do that. Terrible choice. But whatever. It is going to be gorgeous. It's going to be really pretty.
Yeah, those are beautiful, Val.
Yeah. So this is Sakya. So this is a superwash merino nylon blend, which I actually enjoy.
I'm putting
I
up the
like the
picture,
drapiness of it. Oh yeah, there
Val,
you go. So much
so you can
better.
see the colors. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's going to be so pretty.
Oh, it's gorgeous. I love the, I don't know if subtle's the right word, but the tones. Yeah.
They're very neutral, kind of natural tones.
Yeah.
For the most part, there's not like this.
Right.
Um, but I think that the gradient through the colors is really going to be lovely.
So who is the yarn company?
I haven't heard of them before. Sock, yeah, with an
Oh yeah.
exclamation point. Oh, have you heard of them?
Yep. So obviously it's a sock yarn, finger and
Yep.
weight.
Machine washable, which,
Super
whatever.
wash. Yep.
Yeah.
Merino
So I don't
nylon.
hit. Yes. Yep. So it's 75% merino, 25% nylon. It feels lovely. It's going to be really, really pretty.
Now I want to go see if I can find some of that and steal your idea. I really like that. I kind of want the woolly wool. I don't know. Do nothing, Jean.
Don't do it. Don't do it. It
I'm
it's
guessing, Jean, that you could go into your stash of leftover from other Westknits shawls and put together a really fun, unique kit.
Probably. I've been thinking about trying to do that too, but I've been a little focused. Look, we have.
Progress? Nice. Looks great.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, what about you? Said no, Kathy. You're definitely a no
I'm
for
a
that.
no. Yeah.
But you might work on something else. Do you have other projects that are under consideration, or not yet?
Not yet. I haven't thought beyond the finishing up projects that I'm already started, and the holiday one, I haven't gone beyond that because, again, I don't know whether I'm going to finish my current shawl, next month or in August. So I'm trying not to get too far ahead of myself.
Yeah, that does tend to be a theme, right?
Yeah,
Finishing shells right before the next MCAL comes along, and
I
there's
exactly.
nothing
finished the
wrong with
last
that.
Hiberknitalong in August.
Right, exactly.
So
Oh,
I
I'd love
feel
to
less
go back
pressure with
and
that
do
one.
that. Did
You should
you?
that one was extremely enjoyable, actually. Just super enjoyable, and it's one of my favorites.
Is that last year's?
Yeah, it
Okay.
really, really pretty.
Did you do it with the mohair held double or?
Yep. But for certain sections.
Okay.
Oh, it's raining. Sorry, squirrel. Um, yes. So he tells you where to hold the mohair. It's not hold it here if you want. I mean, and of course you can make your own decisions, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, so I held it and I don't have it out here to showcase. I know I've shown it before, but it is beautiful. The combination of stitches, and the gradient of the color. So I did a gray, light gray to dark gray to light gray, however you want to look at it, gradient. And it's gorgeous. This shawl would also be stunning as a single color because of specifically because of the textures of the different stitches that are used. It would doing just a single color, I think, would really showcase that.
I
But yeah,
kind of
it's
hesitated on
lovely.
it. I think in part, well, one, because I had at that time two unfinished MCALs. So I had yet to finish Geo Gradient and I had yet to finish GeoGradient and Go-Go Dynamo.
Mm,
I think finished those spring, summer of this year. So I wasn't ready to, quite dig in and cast on yet another one.
Got it.
But also because of I was a little bit afraid of the yarn quantities required. Because you needed the regular fingering weight and the mohair. And I'm like,
Yeah.
do I really want to spend the money to buy a kit that requires that amount of investment when I have these other shawls I haven't finished? And the answer was no, but I've seen not only your shawl, but I've seen a lot of other people's shawls, and they are so flowy and gorgeous, and the stitch patterns just look so nice. So I don't know. Maybe I have a backlog of stuff. Speaking of the backlog, I have a Life in the Long Grass, I think it is, kit that was originally purchased for GeoGradient that I could use if I wanted to do a 4-color version of the Hiberknitalong, or I could use it and then intersperse other colors into it. So that's also a possibility. But I'm thinking, I don't know. I was thinking that might be an exploration station, because that's on my list of Stephen West shawls I really want to knit.
I will
Are you
reiterate, I will never buy this yarn again.
broken?
Like
Oh.
multiple breaks. Like I don't even know what happened.
So where is your shawl, Val? We haven't seen it.
Oh, she's here. She's here. Oh, the lion's mane of ends, though. Like, talk about anxiety inducing. Ah!
oh, I
So
know.
I'm probably, oh God, I'm probably going to need to sew the ends in before I can even start clue 4, because but also I don't want to. I don't know. We'll see. So this is
Just do
where we're
it.
at. This is where
Just
we're
do
at.
it.
It's so big. It's so big. Don't fall off the ends, friend. Stay. So, God, this is terrible. Sorry, I'm not doing a very good job of this. But
No,
you
it's
can kind of
amazing,
see what's
Val.
happening.
It's beautiful.
It's lovely. My Mardi Gras shawl.
Did you put a lifeline in?
Well, I haven't started clue 4 yet.
Okay. Maybe I
Oh,
meant
I
to.
100% will be putting my first row of brioche, 100% will have a lifeline. And then subsequently after that, we talked about this, I think, the last time. There's no way I'm not doing a lifeline.
I meant to. I forgot. So that's what I did this morning is I took a smaller size needle and I went in and picked up each stitch across.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, highly recommend not. Don't do what I did. Yeah.
Curiously,
Yeah.
how long did it take you to go back and put a needle through? Oh my God, what is wrong with me? What a hot mess this is.
About 2 hours.
Yikes.
Yep. But with a cat sitting on my arm the whole time and another cat trying to come and eat the yarn. So yeah. It might have taken less time if there weren't the
Children.
yeah. Also, there was a Formula One race going on, so there might have been a lack of attention. But you see, I'm doing this on the table. I also had to abandon my knitting comfort spot on the sofa for the table because just with
I get
500
it.
stitches, I was afraid everything was going to go take a trip on me. Anyway,
I get it. I am a table knitter, so I get it.
yeah.
Okay. The
All right.
nightmare is done. Knitting with it, we'll see
Yay!
how that goes.
Yep, I'm about halfway. I had a lot of trouble picking up the stitches in the slip stitch section because the non-dominant color had kind of sucked in behind the fluff. So that also gave me a bit of trouble. But it was easier to pick up over the basket weave section. Anyway, it's going to take me a little bit more time to get through this. I may just cut this instead of pulling it through. I've got.
Oof, I'd cut it. That's me though. Lack of patience.
I'm sorry, what are you cutting?
So I've got this end, right? And so you can see I've got the stitches picked up here. But what's happening is because it was sucking in over the slip stitch section, I've got the yarn caught.
Oh,
here.
Got it.
So I've been pulling it through, right? But it's getting a little annoying. So I'm just going to, cut an end here. And like that. Hate that. Yeah. Anyway. All right.
I get it. What else, ladies?
I know we were talking about Arne and Carlos. I can't recommend them enough. Even if you're not knitting the particular stocking, they're just two delightful characters. They're just two characters, and they're a lot of fun to watch and listen to. And I actually purchased a movie based on what they were saying. So apparently, it's also fun. They're in Norway, and it's fun to hear about traditions, other traditions, not only knitting, but just cultural things, the different kinds of foods that they eat, different holiday traditions that they have. Anyway, apparently, I know here in the US, I think it's pretty much it was anyway, a tradition that on Thanksgiving, they would play It's a Wonderful Life. Somebody would play It's a Wonderful Life, the movie. So you would always be able to find that. Apparently in Norway on Christmas morning, there's this Czechoslovakian Cinderella story movie that they play that is not translated. So watch it. Apparently, Arne loves this and wants to watch it every year and never gets to, because you know how it is with holidays. You're cooking, you're entertaining, you're traveling, busy. Right? But apparently he's really excited this year. He's going to get to watch it. And so I'm like, okay, let me see if I can go find this. And Apple TV had it.
So this goes back to an earlier piece of the conversation where we were discussing nuts, evidently.
Apparently.
3 nuts for Cinderella.
3 nuts for Cinderella.
But it's actually,
God, that's
I guess
hilarious.
the title is actually 3 wishes for Cinderella. But for whatever reason, the title
it got translated. Wow.
So did I buy it?
That's amazing. Yes, you did.
And I'll have to let you know. I haven't watched it. I haven't decided. Am I going to watch it ahead of time, or am I just going to wait and watch it on Christmas Day? I think it would be more fun to wait and watch it on Christmas Day, knowing that somewhere Arne and Carlos will be watching it. And
that's a hoot.
Yeah. So
that's amazing, Jean.
Yeah. Speaking of holidays, did any of you guys jump onto the Advent calendar mayhem this year?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
I did not. I can say that I survived and I did not.
Oh, now if Val doesn't know what I'm talking about, I don't know if it's wise to clue her in.
Don't listen to the next part, Val.
Yeah. So
why don't you love me?
Many yarn dyers, and I don't know who started this originally, but a lot of them, independent yarn dyers, participate in this now, release special kits for Advent. So starting for each day of the month of December up until Christmas, you get a little packet, and different people will do different types of things with this. Some will do maybe 12 that are yarn, 12 that are stitch markers or other little things. Some do 24. It depends on the yarn dyer and the Advent kit. And so then they're typically mini skeins. Some folks do 10-gram skeins. Some folks do 20-gram skeins. And then each day you open up a nice little package of mystery little bits of yarn. So you could make socks out of them. You could make a sweater out of them. I used one kit to make a lento sweater.
Oh, yeah, that's so pretty.
So a different stripe for every day. And if you're making something as you're opening them and you don't kind of collect them and then figure out the order later or just throw them into the stash, you can end up at the end of December with a completed project. So Kathy and I have done Bumblebee Acre Farm shawls in the past.
Yeah.
And this year I have a story. I said I'm not going to do it. I have plenty, and I didn't. I'm doing one from, I think it's Storyteller Yarns. I'll put it in the description. The thing is, with a lot of these, it's a huge investment for the yarn dyer. So typically they will sell them in the spring or summer. So you kind of have to be aware of it ahead of time. I don't know if by this time there might be some dyers that have extra kits that'll come out
So
at the
I'm
end.
safe.
Huh?
Maybe.
I'm safe.
Maybe. Yeah. That's a good one. Maybe. So anyway, this year I'm doing a little winter kit from Shop Knitting Nelly, which will have a little bag in it. I've wanted one of her bags for a long time, so I'm really happy about that. Previous year I did a Advent bear from Stitch with Mrs. D, where it was a panda bear and it was a 12-day one. Yeah, I know. Panda bear, and then you dress the bear over 12 days of Advent. Each day was a different outfit, including underwear for the little bear, because everybody needs underwear.
So Jean knows full well that when I come to visit her, she needs to hide that thing because it will migrate to my luggage. Pandas are my favorites. And this thing is, I mean, I'm sorry, Jean, that is one of the cutest things. I think I had asked you at the time and fluff. Um, did she release that pattern out into the world?
Oh, no. This is,
Not at all. You had to have ordered the kit, right?
yes.
So I'm going to live in the land of FOMO eternally.
Yes. She may do pandas again, or she does. There's not of course, she's an independent person, so there's no guarantees, but she has been doing a different little kit each year with a different either bear or cat or sometimes rabbit. So you could, if you got onto the Advent list, you could put in your plug with her, as I did for my Hagrid bag. You could put in a plug with her, and maybe she'd be willing to do a panda for you, because it's all handmade. She sews the sweaters, she knits the little sweaters, she sews all the clothing. It is a complete labor of love that she does, and it's a lot of work for her. But you also have to order that way in advance.
Yeah, way in advance.
Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe we'll have to do something as a group for the holidays. Kathy with her holiday knitting, Val with whatever she's working on, me with whatever craziness I'm getting in the mail. I don't know what I'm doing with it yet. But maybe we'll have to come back and do some holiday time stuff.
I'm a fan of that. And also, I mean, we're going to have to update on the MCAL anyway.
Yes. Can we keep Voldemort out of our knitting? Voldemort needs to hibernate.
Well, this one's going much better, I will say. This one
I can see that.
Yeah, so this one is a kid mohair and silk lace weight that I had in my stash that actually complements the shawl, I think, really nicely in a subtle way.
I'm really excited to actually be able to make some forward progress. And, hopefully I did try and count stitches. Hopefully I'll go back and look and try and make sure I didn't drop any. That's kind of the worry. But here's to forward progress. All right.
Here's to forward progress.
Mm-hmm.
Forward progress and no frustration.
No more Voldemorts.
We are out of frustration station officially.
Yes. All right.
Thank you, ladies.
Yeah. So I hope you guys have a good knitting week. We'll catch up maybe in a couple of weeks when we've got some progress to report on. And meantime, community, feel free to let us know below how you're doing. Where are you? on the shawl? Are you stuck in Frustration Station? Have you exited Frustration Station? Maybe you never made it to Frustration Station, but
I
would love
say
to hear.
skip that.
Would love to hear how you guys are doing too. Woo. All right. Anyway, take care, everybody. Happy knitting.
Happy knitting!
Happy knitting.